EJ here with my friend Horton for our Apocalypse battle.
Glad to be here.
Excellent. I want to talk a little bit about the scenario that we're playing for this battle today. So we're playing with about 27,000 points for both sides. So it's a pretty big game. We're going to play on 3 different tables, 6x4s, so we got a lot of area to cover. For this mission, we've set up an altar of corn in the center of the table, of the middle table, which is going to be the focal point of this battle. We're joining the battle mid-fight, and we're going to see the action in play. We've got the Chaos Forces somewhat surrounded, but they're trying to generate a Nurgle and Khorne portal to allow their reserves to arrive and to try and suck the planet into the warp. Horton, you want to explain a little bit about some of the objectives?
Yeah, so we got these portals, which are also vital objectives for Chaos. That's why they're trying to hold them. But the Imperium kind of wants to get close to those to shut them down. So those 2 count as vital objectives. In addition to that, we've got key battlefield units that need to be destroyed to earn you points.
Which units are you going to be are tagged as critical for the Chaos side?
So the Chaos units that are the vital units are, we've got Scabathrax, the Demon Lord. We've got Angrath, the Unbound, and the Brass Scorpion.
Very nice. On the Imperial side, we're using the Macro Cannon emplacement. We're using a Reaver Titan and a Thunderhawk gunship.
Yeah, that's going to be tough to get.
A little harder because it's flying around.
It's in the air.
Well, I mean, it is full of Terminators, so it's got to come down
sometime.
Right?
So we'll see if they can get it.
Excellent. Other objectives. We've actually placed 4 chips on the table, 2 on each of the Imperial sides that are going to be objectives for the end of the game. In addition, the actual center objective, the altar, there's an icon on top of it, and that will also be an objective for our game.
Yes.
We've done some thematic stuff to alter the game a little bit. The 2 portals that have been created by Khorne and Nurgle, they're going to scatter every turn. Think of it as like an orbital bombardment. They can never hit. On a hit roll, you'll use the little marker, and they'll go 2d6 every time. In addition, each of those portals is going to be treated like a malefic demonology power that goes off every turn. So on a roll of 1, we're going to see a cursed turn. 2 and 3 aren't very good, so we pulled them out and we've replaced them with a summoning. 4 is going to give us a herald. 5 is going to give us the incursion power, and 6 is going to generate some cool stuff. Now, we put a little twist on it. If you get that double 6, normally that'd be great, but the warp is fickle.
Yes, so we talked about it and we figured that if you roll a 6 on both portals, then instead of getting something good for you, you've actually called Drago out. So Drago comes out to play for the Imperium.
And shuts down the portals, so you can no longer get any effects out of it.
So it could be really exciting, not very likely that it will happen, but we'll see. It could be cool.
Definitely. So we kind of tweaked the scenario. We think it's really cool. We like the way we've got the table set up, and we hope you enjoy it too.
Should be fun. So the forces of Chaos are on the move. Each portal summoned a unit of troops, Plaguebearer unit, and a unit of Bloodletters. And now the forces of Khorne will be relentlessly advancing towards the Space Marines, and the forces of Nurgle will be putting pressure on the Imperial Guard by pushing towards those Titans. So we'll see what damage they can do. So we've got a ton of Khorne Berserkers already in combat with some Space Marines, and then this giant World Eater's line is about to crash into the Blood Angels' force in the trenches. So it's going to be bloody. So we have 80 attacks from Khorne Berserkers coming in at the Blood Angels Terminators. Hitting on 3s.
Warren, that's a lot of attacks.
This is a lot. The dice bucket cannot contain it. And now, wounding on 3s again. And to wound. So it looks like 4, 8, 2, yeah. Roll and take your save, man.
Looks like some dead Terminators. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Terminators dead.
6 Terminators.
Which leaves 2, I think.
All right, so I've got one Terminator left to make his swings back against these 20 Corn Berserkers. He hits once and kills a single Berserker.
You got it.
All right, so we're here in our next combat. I've got Mephiston swinging first against another unit. He's fighting Corn Champion. So I've got 5 attacks at initiative 5, strength 5. So we're hitting on 3s. So that is not a very good roll.
Get it done.
And we're going to wound on a 3.
Got
That's
it.
1 AP3 wound.
Blood point. 80 attacks. Rolling to wound. The box cannot contain them.
I'll help you out, Horton.
So we've got Mephiston in the combat with all the Terminators. Since everybody's got a 2-up save, we're just going to take them all. And then if anything spills into Mephiston, he'll have to take the leftovers.
Ooh.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, this is getting to be a theme now. 5, 6 Terminators dead.
So the Berserker Company has reaped a bloody toll on the forces of the Imperium, taking the trench works from the Loyalists. And the warp portals have spat forth Angrat the Unbound and his bloody cohort of bloodthirsters and demon princes. So chaos is pushing in, but we'll see how the Imperium counterattacks.
Well, the top of turn 1 did not go very well for me. I'm not going to be able to compete with Horton's lyrical descriptions of the battlefield. But needless to say, the best is yet to come from the Imperium. We'll see what we can do. We've got Mephiston holding down a whole bunch of Corn Berserkers still. Got one lone Terminator fighting another batch of them, so hopefully we can get some good rolls and stick that around a little bit. And with any luck, our shooting phase here will be swift and decisive, to say the least. Some key targets. I think we're going to try and go after the Brass Scorpion if we can with some of these D weapons that we've got. Maybe the Shadow Sword to prevent some more D shots back at us and limit some of the firepower and stomp effect there. We've got some Terminators getting ready to get out of these Land Raiders and see if they can't do some work on some of these walkers in the middle of the table, get us a hole to punch through, and we'll have to see what happens. Alright, so we're going to shoot the Reaver Titan cross table. We're going to try and see if we can't get this Brass Scorpion with it. So we've got 3 D shots first. So let's go ahead and do that. Center it up over the model. Main goal here is to actually kill it, so let's fire away. So first roll is a hit. So second shot is a 2-inch scatter, so we'll figure that out here in a second. Looks like it's going to hit the Dreadnought and the Brass Scorpion, and the third shot is a hit. So we've got 3 D hits against the Brass Scorpion.
See what happens.
Looking for 6. Get no 6s. So you got 2 invul saves.
2 invul saves, 5 ups. Both
So
get through.
D3 hull points through each. So we're going to get 5 hull points, plus we get 2 penetrating results. It's just hull points.
So 5 whole points down.
Yep. Then we've also got the
1 on the Dreadnought.
one on the Dreadnought. So you get a cover shade. Looks like a 5 of cover shade.
Yep.
Nope. So we get 2 hull points on the Dreadnought.
And do you blow him
What's
up?
the pen effect?
Nope, he's still there.
Yep, so he's just hanging out. So we also got to fire the Volcano Cannon, which I think is a strength 10 arc blast. So we went and looked it up. We got the Melta Cannon, strength 10, AP 1, Apocalyptic Blast, and a 10-inch Melta Cannon shot here. It's out of range. It only shoots 72 inches, so it can't quite reach over here. So we're going to shoot it here at the Soul Grinder. So it's going to hit.
Hit.
So we've got the Soul Grinder under for sure. Let's see, it's a blast template. Oh, here's a question, rules question. How does a blast template with an Melta roll work? Is everything under it affected, or is it half range?
I would say half range per second.
Okay. So 36 inches, so we're outside of 36 inches, so you're not going to have a Melta effect. So strength 10, nothing. Then what do we have under it? It looks like we've got something like 6 or 7 zombies.
7 zombies, all 4 then.
Do we have anything else under there?
One obliterator.
Probably the Predator, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, 7 zombies, we're going to kill 4 of them.
Okay.
Then we've got 1 Obliterator. Let's see if we can melt one. We do.
Oh, we will save.
That's right. Oh, 5 ups.
Nope. Still
We
die.
killed 1. And then we have a Predator, which is going to be 12, so about 13 on the front, right?
Yeah.
It is front against it. Something like
Yeah.
that. All right. So, and then we still have the missiles. We'll get to that next. All right. So we're going to fire the missile launcher. It is Strength 7 AP3 Apocalyptic Barrage 5. So we've decided we're going to try and kill some zombies with it. So the first, this template in the center is going to be our primary template. So we're going to set it here. And we're going to scatter this whole thing up so it's going to hit. So we're going to set it all down nice and neat, like right here. It's the easiest way to try and resolve it. So now we have 5 different hits, and we need to see which templates they affect. So we got 5 dice here. Let's see what we got. So we're going to affect template 2 3 times, 3 once, and 4 once. So 3, 4 are the same template, and 2 is the same template. This is going to be easy. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zombies under 3, 4. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zombies under 2. So we're going to have 21 plus 10. So we've got 31 hits. All right, so we ended up with 31 hits total. We need 2s to wound on average. So here we go. Looks like that's quite a few wounds. All right. So these, because they're barrage, they're just going to straight kill all the zombies that they can get. And then we may have some characters to deal with. So let's figure out what we got and come right back. All right, so we determined that all we killed was zombies with that. We killed a lot of zombies, but at least it opened up a hole for our guardsmen to breathe a little bit. So we've got 2 shots from our Warhound with, again, the Strength D laser destructors. We're going to keep trying to hunt this guy down. So we're going to put this one right here, see if maybe we can't get a little greedy and catch ourselves a Dreadnought as well. So the first shot is going to scatter quite a bit, in fact. We're going to scatter 5 inches this way. That one's going to be right here. We're still going to catch him. We're also going to catch ourselves a Demon Prince and the big guy. So we'll resolve that in just a second. And our second one. I come 4 inches forward. This one looks like it's going to miss our intended target. Yep. So we're not going to catch him. We're just going to catch 1 Dreadnought. So we've got 2 hits on the Dreadnought, a Strength D. So that's just dead. Courtesy of a 6 on the result. We've got 1 D hit on the Demon Prince. Even though he's flying, it's a blast template. They are allowed to be hit by them. He is going to have a Jinx save to try and keep himself from dying.
Jink. Nope.
That's a 1, so no save there. So it's toughness 5. Because it counts as strength 10, he just dies. And we have 1 D hit against the Brass Scorpion. We get a 2, so we got an invul save again.
It will save.
There we go. It. So no wounds from that. All right. So some success, but not quite what we were looking for. We still have some work to do on this Brass Scorpion before he comes in and chews us up. All right, so we're down to our last D shots. We're going to fire our macro cannon. Since we haven't killed the Brass Scorpion, we're going to fire 2 straight D shots. We're going to play around with the tech we've got. We've got our Vindicare Assassin tucked in there, making sure that there's no cover saves. And at Ballista Skill 8, these ought to hit our intended target.
We'll
So we're going to cheat them back just a little bit near the back edge of the base, try and catch ourselves a Demon Prince in the back. So we got the first shot, BS8, so that's a hit. And our second shot, still BS8. This one's actually going to scatter 3 inches. Thankfully, 3 inches will still catch us a Demon Engine, but not a Demon Prince. So 1 hit on the Demon Engine. So we got 2 Strength D hits on the Demon Engine. So only 1 effect, so we've got an invul save. Oh,
Gets
no,
through.
Gets through. So what is that? It is 1 hull point. So it is down. Oh, that's right, we have damage result. What's our damage result?
So it's down to 3 hull points.
Yep. So 3 hull points remaining. We got 1 Strength D hit, ignoring cover against this Demon Prince in the back. It does nothing. Nothing of note. So not quite what we were looking for out of it, but we've started to work. Let's see what we do next turn. All right, so we wrapped up the bottom of turn 1. There was a lot of stuff shooting, a lot of stuff dying. Not quite as much as I had hoped for, to say the least. Our D shots were not quite as effective as we were hoping for. We did some work, but that Brass Scorpion is still moving around. So we'll see what happens here in the top of 2.
So it was a bloody turn 1 on all parts of the board. Moving into turn 2, we're going to try to bring in some key reserves and keep putting the pressure on these Imperial forces to hopefully try to take out some of these D weapons, but we'll see.
So now we're bringing you the combat from the top of turn 2. We've got a big combat here between a Great Unclean One, a Khorne Demon Prince, a couple of units of Bloodletters, and a Soul Grinder against our good friend Kenny's Super Friends unit. And so we're going to tag him in and let him roll some dice.
At initiative 5, Khan's going to swing, hitting on 3s because he's weapon skill 6. He's a captain. Rerolling 1s from preferred enemy. And he's strength 4, so I need those 3s. Got 3 wounds from my buddy Horton.
All right, so let's see it. 3 demon saves. No
Hortons, what is going on? First up is going to be all the Cyber Wolves swinging into the Bloodletter unit on the right side. They do get counterattack. They have, I imagine they have preferred enemy demons or infantry or something from their Wolf Priest. So looking for 4s, rerolling 1s. Roll these 1s right here. Not too bad. Wounding these toughness 3 Bloodletters on 3s, rerolling 1s from the old preferred enemy. And I got Horton coming in making some saves.
So make some saves here. Go demon save. Looks like we'll pass 3 and fail 6.
At initiative 4, here's the rest of the command squad swinging to that same unit. Rerolling those 1s. Looking for 4s to hit. And converting on 3s. Toughness 3 is not an asset here. I got 4 more saves from my buddy Horton.
4 more. 9. Alright, 6 attacks from the Demon Prince with the special Khorne Demon Kid Axe. It's gonna hit 5 times. Gotta power up this Demon Kid Axe.
Is it what every time you kill a character?
Every time you inflict a casualty.
Oh.
So, 4 wounds.
So what's the, is it instant death or anything like that?
It can get to that if it's above 10.
So right now I have a Cyber Wolf who has a feel no pain. He's dead. Moving over to the Storm Shield that's right next to him. 3 up, 3 up, and 3 up. You stonewall it on the Storm Shield.
Alright, Bloodletter's charging in. Hitting on 3s. Lots of Bloodletter attacks. This is a rare sight to see this many Bloodletters successfully charge. Coming in to wound. Majority toughness is 5, so we're going to wound on 4s. But all these attacks are AP3. Looks like we got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15.
Starting in on my Storm Shields. 2 by 2 because I have 2 Storm Shields that can take these hits first. Feel no pain. We lose the first Storm Shield. 1 Storm Shield up. Fails. Feel no pain. Fails. So now we're down to a guy who just has feel no pain. He fails. I think now we're on Cyber Wolves. So I think I have maybe 2 Cyber Wolves doing feel no pain. Neither. Looks like I can move over to one of my 2 up save guys, my Iron Priest. We'll go 2 by 2 on him because he has 2 wounds. He has 2 up armor saves. Makes the first 2. Pull 1 back in. 2 again. He's fine. He's still fine. He fails this first one, feel no pain. And I'm gonna tank 1 more on him. He's good, he takes 1 wound.
Alright, Soul Grinder, 5 attacks. He's gonna hit with 3. And 2s to kill stuff. 3 wounds.
Kills the 3 Cyber Wolves leading up to the Iron Priest.
Okay, Great Unclean One going at the Chapter Master. 6 attacks. Hitting on 4s. Looks like 2. And wounding on 2s though.
I think wounds on 3s are rerolls, but you're all good there.
Still worked out.
Chapter Master's taking 3 up invulnerables. No feel no pain. I take 2 wounds, double fail. I swing back with 5 of my own attacks to hit on 4s. No preferred enemy here. 1 hit, 1 wound to the Great Unclean One.
1 invul save.
That's
So, into turn 2 for Chaos. Really putting the pressure on in the Space Marine sector of the city. The red tide continuing to push deep into Space Marine ground. Nerval forces as well, really putting the pressure on the guard. A little thin in the middle though, that Super Command Squad could be doing some damage, but overall, really good turnout for Forces of Chaos. And should also point out that the Super Friends Squad ended up killing 19 Bloodletters, doing 5 wounds to the Great Unclean One through instability, and then hit and running out. So they are free and have really messed up their opponents and plan to do it again in the next turn.
So we got some focus points. We got Angrath on the ground. He's going to be a problem, so we're going to have to focus some fire on him. I think the Super Friends are going to go pay a visit to the Brass Scorpion and see if we can't take those last few hull points off. We've got some more flyers coming in from reserves. We've got a whole mess of Terminators coming out of that Thunderhawk this turn to try and end up clearing out the middle for us. So it'll be an interesting half of the turn. All right, so we're going to use the macro cannon. We're going to take some shots here at Angrath. Hopefully we can make some magic happen. So, see what we get. We're just going to center it up right on top of them. So the first one, 7-inch scatter, but let's just kill 8. So it's going to hit. And second shot, 7-inch scatter, but let's just kill 8. We're going to hit. So we get 2D effects against Angrath. Let's see if we can't get a 6 this time. No 6. So we got 2 Immol saves for Angrath.
Alright, 3 of the Immols, thanks to the fact that he's a Demon Lord. So he takes 1.
So D3 wounds. He takes 1 wound. Alright, so we're going to charge the Super Friends into the Brass Scorpion now. So let's see how far we get to go. We get to go 7 inches. Pretty good roll. Okay,
so the Brass Scorpion's up first with 6 attacks, but because of the formation it's in with its Demon Engines, 5 Demon Engines have died, so it gets plus 5 attacks. So we've got 11 attacks coming in. So hitting on 4s. Go weapon skill 3. And strength 10. Moving on 2s. Looks like 3.
Alright, so with his 3 wounds, I pulled off the 3 dogs that were positioned together. So I have got 15 Thunderhammer attacks at I1 from the priest, hitting on 3s. Alright, then for 14 against the Walker. So we're looking for 4s to glance and 5s to pen. So it looks like we've got 3 pens and 3 glances.
Alright, 3 glances. Stop 1. You'd stop all these pins. 3 pins. Oh, I do not. So the Brass Scorpion has died, but I still get D3 plus 2 stomps. So D3. Oh man, 5 stomps. Single stomp. Gotta resolve these one at a time. Stomp number 1. It's a 5, so we're gonna do 4 strength 6 hits. And then pulls a wound on 3s. So just 1. So far.
So 2 up save for that.
You got a 2 up save, EJ. Good to go.
Okay.
Same next stomp, same place. Same deal. 4 hits. We got 3 wounds again. 2 1s.
Oh no.
So 2 feel no pains, it looks like.
No. It's, no, that's right. So we're all just strength 6.
One failed feel no pain.
So take a wound on one of my archers.
Yep. Stomp number 3. Nothing. Stomp number 4. Same thing. 4 hits. 4 wounds this time.
Okay. Well, I'm going to place these starting on my dog that's in there.
Sure.
So I'm going to have feel no pains.
Sure.
So I've got 2 dogs that are going to take them first since it's going to come from the center. Feel no pains.
Okay, 2 fails.
Okay. So those dogs are dead.
Yep.
Then I've got 2 up saves. I'm going to put into the next other guy that hasn't taken one yet.
Sure. Let's see, 1 fail.
Okay, and a feel no pain.
Deflected. Pass that.
Okay. Last stomp. Looking for that 6.
Last stomp will change the position so we can potentially nick all 3 of these characters. This is where we need the 6. There it is.
There it is. All right, well, they're just dead. No saves allowed whatsoever.
Stomp!
All right, well, that stomp has taken out the chapter master with 2 wounds left, the priest, and an iron priest.
Oh, now the brass scorpion explodes. What kind of explosion are we looking for? Uh-oh. Just a 1.
It's a 1 plus 2.
Goes to 3.
Yep, so rather than being, so it's going to be D8-4 for the strengths.
Yep,
So now we need to scatter it. Orton, you want to do the honors?
I will. Do the
Center it up on the brass scorpion.
Yep. This fun times roll. Alright, we'll scatter. It's gonna hit.
Okay.
So there we are.
So the strength D stuff is going to disappear into the crater that was
The brass scorpion.
brass scorpion. Then we're going to have some strength 10 hits. So what does it look like we've got under that strength 10 template?
Just the 8, actually.
Or strength 8, I'm sorry, not strength 10. That's
It
right.
should just be the stuff that's in base to base with the brass scorpion.
Okay.
So, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 models.
Okay.
And then the rest
So
is
you
hit
can
by.
lose those on 2s.
Yep. Take that away real quick. Okay, so strength 8. Looks like 5 wounds.
Alright. Let me get in there. I'll roll real quick.
Yep.
Alright. So we're going to take these. Let's start, since it's strength 8, we're going to keep them on guys that it can't insta-kill. So we've got.
Everybody in your squad stuff is fine.
Oh, that's right. Even the dogs now.
Yeah, and since I'll give you veteran advice on the Secret Friends, your rule priest over there should have a recovery, so let's start there.
Okay, so we'll start with the rune priest. He's got a 2-up save. It's good. 2-up save. Fails. Feeling pain. He fails, so he takes a wound. So now we'll look out sir to a dog, which passes. They've got a 4-up feeling pain, which he fails. All right. Because we're men, we're going to take it on him again. 2-up. Oh, he fails. Fails the feeling pain. That's 2 wounds. And next up, we'll look out sir off the apothecary, which passes to this iron priest. 2-up, and he's good. So a little bit of good, a little bit of bad that turn. We were able to get rid of the brass scorpion, which was one of our objectives for the Imperial. It came with quite the cost, but it was a nice progress. Looks like this turn, Angrath's going to get engaged with the macro cannon, which is one of his objectives. We'll see if he can put a dent in that. Helps that he's only strength 10 and not strength D for some reason. It's an awful lot of points to pay for some strength 10 attacks at 888. So maybe that'll be addressed. The Thunderhawk is one of my objectives, and so this past turn we made sure to cast invisibility on it since we needed to land it and get some Deathwing Terminators out, trying to make sure it doesn't just get punked by something in the assault phase with his, but we'll see what he's able to pull off there. Reaver Titan's still pretty isolated in the corner. We shot a lot of D-shots this turn, and as has been the theme of the game thus far, we've rolled no 6s. So Scabathrax took all of 1 wound last turn. So 2 wounds, I'm sorry. So he's still got a bunch left, and he's looking to walk his way through the guard side. So it's going to be an interesting turn 3.
So, coming up on turn 3, everybody knows who plays Chaos. Turn 3 is the most pivotal turn. So, the Bloodthirsters with the Angrath have made their push. This is the turn to try to make it happen, if their assault's going to be successful. Took a blow from the Brass Scorpion going down, but brought in a lot of reserves. See all those Flesh Hounds coming in. However, the Warp Portals didn't really behave. We talked earlier, and each Warp Portal rolled a 6. So while we got all these awesome Flesh Hounds and Blood Crushers coming in, the man, Drago himself, due to the special rules we talked about earlier, has appeared in the center of the board to wreak havoc against these demons. He's come with the tide. So, we'll see how everybody reacts to all this. So, Mortarion used his special 10-inch teleport ability. He's now going to try to charge and take out this Medusa with his giant scythe. So, he's hitting on 3s. Good start. And he's got Strength 7. With Sunder, the 30k roll saying reroll Armor Pen. Got some cocked dice here. Oh man, reroll. It's dead. So, Angrath's attacking the giant building. So he has 7 attacks, 8 because of his formation, and plus D6 on the charge. How many is the plus D6? 2. So a cool 10 attacks coming in hot. Okay, so because it's a building, we auto hit. So 10 attacks with strength 10 versus armor 15. Ooh. Oh man, let's tally them up. I see a glance, a glance, a glance, a glance, and a pin. That's 5. So the chaos push continues. There's been some lower than average D rolls coming in, so a lot of chaos stuff has survived, continued to push on both flanks, really deep into the Imperial lines. So, however, Drago has shown up to potentially turn the tide, and the Deathwing Terminators are cutting a swath through the Chaos forces in the middle. So while it's looking grim for the Imperium, they have a few bright spots that could explode. So, we'll see.
All right, so getting ready to start our turn. We're pretty low on reserves. There's not a whole lot to bring in still. Things are looking a little rough. Looks like Drago's gonna try and lay the smack down on some blood crushers here in the middle, try and tie up this objective in the center of the table. We've got the Deathwing Terminators making a play for some walkers and a whole bunch of Khorne Berserkers. Got some flyers to move around and try and do some stuff. We're gonna have to focus on some of these bigger targets on the guard side with our D weapons and try and clear some of that out. Maybe see if we can't kill Mortarion. And we'll see what this turn has for us. All right, so we've lined up our Land Raiders from Dark Angels on this D-Thirster. We're gonna try and bring it down. We've got the Salvo banner in the center one, so we're gonna shoot 24 bolters from each Land Raider. So we're gonna start with that and see. Hopefully, we can get these last 2 wounds off. The first Land Raider. 3's twin linked. Now we're gonna wound on 6s. So we got 2 wounds for you, Horton.
See what I can do. We have saved. Oh, followed by feel no pain because of the formation.
Yep.
Nope, takes 2.
Down to 1 wound. All right, then we've got, in the interest of time, we've got a Storm Bolter, a Multi-Melta, and a Twin Linked Assault Cannon that are gonna fire. These are all snap firing because we had to move the Land Raiders. So we're looking for 6s. Well, it looks like the Multi-Melta hit. So we've got a Multi-Melta hit, wounding on a 2, and we've got an Assault Cannon wounding on a 4. Multi-Melta is orange. So the Multi-Melta wounds, we've got a Nimble save.
Oh, he's gonna bite it. He's got a feel no pain. No.
Feeling the pain.
D-Thirster down.
All right, so the Reaver Titan needs to make quick work of these Mauler Fiends, so we're gonna fire his Turbo Laser Destructors there. We're gonna use his Melta Cannon on those Terminators back there and try and clear some of them out. And then the Apocalyptic Barrage will fire downrange into some Khorne Dogs and see what kind of work we can do.
This look good?
It looks good. So we got 3 D shots trying to hit there. So our first one is gonna scatter 3 inches this direction. Still gonna catch both.
Still catch both.
Yep. Our second one is gonna hit, so it'll catch both. And our third one is gonna scatter backwards 3 inches and it'll still catch both.
So catches both.
All right, so we got 3 D hits on each of the smaller fiends. So this one first, 3 Ds. We got 2 D3. We got, need some invul saves there, Horton.
Okay, so 2 invul saves. Stop 1.
Passes 1, so we get D3 hull points. It's going to take 2 hull points. We have a penetrating result, which is a 5, which goes to a 6, so it's immobilized.
Immobile.
All right, we got 3 D template effects against the other Mauler Fiend. Well, they're all D3s, so we need 3 invul saves, Horton.
3 invuls. 5 up. Nope.
That's none of them. So that's going to die no matter what. All right, so like I mentioned before, we're going to shoot our Melta Cannon over this way. We had a conversation early on in the game because of the point scale we're playing and the size of the weapons. We made a ruling that I'm allowed to inadvertently hit my own units when we place templates, so I'm allowed to stick this Vengeance weapon battery under this template so we can still shoot it. Otherwise, there'd be a whole lot of times when it didn't get to fire at all. So we get one shot with this. We're going to try and see if we can't catch these Terminators slipping. It's going to scatter not at all. That's a direct hit. So it looks like we've got 6 Terminators under the template.
And the model theme.
Along with the Vengeance weapon battery. So we're inside a double. We're inside a half range on the Melty Cannon against the weapon, the Vengeance battery. That's a 3, which is no damage.
It is okay.
We've got 6 wounds against the Terminators. It's going to be 5 saves, Horton.
Okay.
And then we've got 1 hit, 2d6 to 10 against the Mauler Fiend.
Yep.
And that is a penetrating hit.
All right, so we've got an invul on the Mauler. He's got to make it or he goes away. That is.
He makes it.
We have some invul saves on these Terminators, but they disappear. 3 of their number.
There's 3 Terminators.
One of whom is a Chaos Lord.
Okay.
So,
Was Scabathrax under the template?
I believe he was.
Okay, so Scabathrax is invisible, which is why we're not shooting at him at all. Since he's under the template, we do get a hit against him. He has toughness 9.
Yep.
And just a strength 10, so we need a 3 to wound with this cannon. So it does wound. So
you do it, he has a 3+ invul. That is a pass.
Okay.
Back there.
I'm going to pull it out for the audience.
Yep.
He's good. Alright, so it was a pretty effective shooting phase. It took a lot of effort to kill off things. We managed to kill off Mortarion via the combined efforts of several turbo lasers and a lot of las cannons and just about everything to shoot at it, just to get rid of them. We've killed off quite a few of the corn dogs that came in. Drago did tons of work on the blood crushers, killing 6 of the 8 in a single round with no return wounds sustained. We killed off 2 bloodthirsters this last turn, but we've still got a very angry Angroth in the backfield, getting ready to rampage some more. So we'll see what this turn's got for us.
Okay, so Chaos took some big casualties in return, but we still have a lot of heavy hitters on the board. We're going to try to answer this Deathwing Terminator unit that's been on a rampage, get Angrath into combat, and push the demons on the other end of the table, and try to take these objectives on turn 4. Okay, so we've got a lot of chaos coming at this Deathwing Terminator unit. We've got 3 Demon Princes have made the charge, along with a big unit of Fleshhounds. So we'll see if they can bring down the Deathwing that has been on a rampage in the center table. So the first thing we have is the Khorne Demon Prince that's strength 8, fighting in the challenge, coming in with 6 attacks. Hitting on 3s, looking pretty good. Wounding on 2s. 5 wounds there.
Alright, so we got 5 Storm Shield saves here. We've got several. It looks like we got 3 guys who would have to take this prior to it spilling onto any characters. So 3 up invulns. We'll lose 2 of them. So we don't get our endurance save because it's double our strength. So we got 1 more before we get to a character of value. He's good. And the last one. No good. So we lost 3 Thunderhammer Storm Shield Terminators there.
Okay, so the other 2 Demon Princes are only strength 7. They're coming in with 12 attacks. Hitting on 3s.
Ooh, not as good.
Got to hit first. But wounding on 2s. Well, that was good.
Okay, so all wounds. So we've got a 3 up invul save from our Storm Shields. None of this causes instant death, so we'll just roll it off. And then we've got 4 up Feel No Pains. So we take 1 wound.
Okay, so now 13 Fleshhounds are coming in. Let's see what they do. 3s to hit, which is good. Okay, so now 3s to wound.
EJ, how many guys do you think you're going to lose?
I'm hoping we'll take 2 wounds out of this. We got 2 up, 4 up, so see how it goes.
I'm predicting 6.
If I was
6
rolling,
deaths?
6 deaths.
If I was rolling, you wouldn't lose anybody.
Probably, I mean, because we all know how
I do.
Kenny likes to roll, especially if he's playing against me. So we take 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds.
On track for EJ's
We're going
prediction.
for 2. Oh my god, he's right on
It's
the map.
almost like I can do math. and 4-ups. We're gonna lose 2.
Oh my goodness.
Just call me Nostradamus. All right, so we got 3 attacks from our Interrogator Chaplain. We're hitting on 4s. We have Zealot, so we're re-rolling to hit. It's 2 hits.
That's 1 wound.
Okay, so 1 wound at AP 4.
Go 3 up.
Good. And then we have 5 more attacks with Thunderhammers at that guy. Belial's going to hit on the 4s, and the other guy's going to hit on 5s. We have Zealot.
Nice.
So those are all hits. So they're all Thunderhammers. Going to wound on 2s. You need 4 invul saves, Horton.
Okay, let's make the magic happen. We do not. 1 Prince Bison.
All right. Then we have 2 attacks against the other Prince with Zealot. No hits.
Okay, so that was another good turn for Chaos. We were able to do some serious damage on both flanks. Khorne and Demon Bloodthirsters really doing some damage, taking out the Deathling, engaging a lot of stuff in the middle. Fortunately, Drago is on a one-man madman rampage in the center, taking out all 8 Blood Crushers by his lonesome, no damage in return. But we have got a lot of Demon Princes pushing on both objectives in the Imperial Guard deployment zone. However, they are staring at 2 Titans, so we'll see what happens. But Chaos is still in a pretty good spot going into turn 4.
All right, so Chaos is pushing in pretty good. We've got a lot of work to do to try and get these objectives back before the end of the game. We've got 2 turns to try and clear some lines. We're going to have to do some work with these D weapons. We need to see some 6s off these templates finally. The guard side with the Titans, they're going to have to try and peel off a couple of Demon Princes this turn, or we're not going to be able to get to those objectives. On the other side of the table, it's real hard to stop Angrat. 2 up armor save, 3 up invul save, and feel no pain makes for one hell of a beat stick. So we'll continue working there, see what we can do. The initial hit of the Corn Dogs is done, so they're not going to be nearly as powerful. They're still scary as hell, but the number of attacks facing us has come down significantly. So hopefully we'll be able to hold out there. We got Drago who's got to pick somebody to go fight and see if we can't punk out a Great Unclean One or a Demon Prince something this turn. All right, so we're back again trying to D out Scavathrax, see what we can pull off here. So Scavathrax, we're going to shoot Scavathrax first with the Reaver Titan. So we've got 3 D shots. So the first one's going to scatter 4 inches over. That's not going to touch Scavathrax anymore. Second shot is going to hit Scavathrax. And the third shot will scatter 6 inches and will not hit Scavathrax. 5 inches, sorry, but it might catch something else. Let's see what we got. So 5-inch scatter, template's right here. And it's going to miss. Oh, it looks like it catches Scavathrax. So we have 2 D hits on Scavathrax. We have yet to see a 6 from our regular D shots. Let's see if we can pull it off here. We can. So we have a 6.
6
So we
plus
get
D6.
6 plus D6 wounds. Scavathrax is no more.
12
That
wounds.
is 12 wounds.
That's the 12 wound KO.
Yeah, at 888 points for 6 wounds, toughness 9. It's still rough when he gets picked up like that.
Yes.
So that's another critical objective that we have achieved. So that's gonna tip the balance a little bit towards the Imperium. We'll see what happens. All right, so it was a pretty good turn for the Imperium. We, as everybody saw, we D'd out Scavathrax. We've been able to clean up quite a bit. We used a mana core to strength 10 insta-kill out another Demon Prince. Concentrated some fire, we're able to get 1 more that way. We're cleaning up the middle a little bit. We've still got Belial and an Interrogator Chaplain in combat over here with 2 Demon Princes. They're probably going to lose this next turn, but they've been able to hold them down so they couldn't get free headed into the last turn of the game. We did some wounds to our big nasty over here. But we're not quite there, so he's going to get to go maul something else. So we'll see what that brings us. The objectives are still out there, and so it's anybody's game.
Okay, so Chaos has taken some heavy casualties, but we've still got some heavy hitters in the fight. Unfortunately, Belial and his buddies have kept those Demon Princes locked down, so they will not be able to make a play for the objective, but they can still take their souls. All right, so we're going to continue to push onto the objectives as we can, and hopefully just bring the fight to the Imperial. Bam! Okay, so we've got one of the bigger assaults at the end of the turn here. Bellicor and a single Chain Fist Terminator have managed to make it into base contact with this Warhound type. So we're going to start with Bellicor, charging in with 6 attacks. It is Master Crafted, so we'll reroll 1. Okay, so we're going to get 5 hits. These are Strength 7 Armor Bane. So let's start with attack number 1. Is a 10. So that is a pin. Attack number 2 is an 8 plus a 7. That is a pin. Attack number 3 is a 5. That won't get it done. Attack number 4 is an 8. That will. And attack number 5. Pin. So we end up with 4 pins. These are AP2, so we're looking for 6s. No additional hull points, but we do 4 hull points.
Yes.
So at the same time as the Titan, we have 3 Chain Fist attacks coming in from the Terminator. So he's going to hit on 3s. Whoop. Alright, so he is going to hit twice. And he's got Strength 8, Armor Bane. First one will pin. Second one will not pin. But we do have a pin result of a 1. So we will do 5 hull points though.
So then I've got 1 attack with him. Since he's weapon skill 3, it's not particularly relevant who we swing it at.
Or 2.
2, yeah, they're all the same. He's going to swing at Bellicor because why not? We're going to hit on a 6 because Bellicor's invisible. So nothing there. And then we have stomps. So he's got D3 stomp attacks. He has 2 stomps. We'll place the first template over top of Bellicor. So let's see what our result is. It's a 5. That's 1 strength 6 hit against Bellicor. So 1 wound for Bellicor.
Okay, we got 4 plus symbol. Pass that.
And then we'll place the second one on Bellicor again.
Yep.
That's a 1. It does nothing.
Okay. Okay, so that concludes the end of the Chaos action on this side. Weren't able to kill quite as much as we hoped, but we were able to get a lot of guys on a lot of objectives and pull off some key assaults in the Imperial Guard area to put boots on the ground on the chips where it matters. So, unfortunately, Drago was able to be a boss and take the relic for himself. Nothing I can do about it, but we've still got a lot of Chaos forces on 4 objectives at this point. So, we'll see if we can endure the Imperial guns going into the last turn.
All right, so here we are, the last turn. We're at the bottom of 5. Looking around the table, it seems that the objectives are 5 points to 5 points. So this turn we've got some work to do. We've got to clear out some objective somewhere so that we can take it and win the game for the Imperium. So it looks like the key points are going to be this battle over here with Angrath. We still got that ongoing combat with the Warhound. I don't think he's going to make it, so we just got to hope that doesn't blow up and cause a chain reaction over there with the Reaver. So it'll be an interesting turn. We'll see what happens. All right, so it comes down to this. We've got 1 wound left on Angrath. We've got a Thunderhawk gunship still to shoot. We've got a Storm Eagle and a Storm Raven that still need to get their shots in. There's 2 things that have to die over here in order to make this work. We've got to get that last wound on Angrath, and we've also got to kill this Walker. All right, so here's the Thunderhawk firing his cannon. Oh, it's a big scatter. He's going 7 inches.
Straight to that Walker, maybe?
It looks like it. So 7 inches. It's going to put our template right here. So it's just going to hit the Walker. So strength D hit against the Walker is a 1, no result. So we've got 2 last cannons still on the Thunderhawk gunship, targeting Angrath. 1 of them hits. Looking for 3 to wound. So 1 wound, 3 up invul.
3 plus invul.
He passes. All right. We've got 2 heavy bolters that are in range, so we'll fire those as well. We're going to hit on 3s and wound on 6s. They all hit. Got 2 saves for you, Horton.
All right, we got 2 2-ups. Don't fail me now. Good to go.
All right. All right, so the last thing from the Thunderhawk gunship, it's got 6 missiles. We haven't shot any of them yet. So we're gonna go ahead and let them loose now. So they're gonna hit on 3s. They're strength 8. They're gonna wound on 4s. And that is 4 2-up saves.
4 2-up saves. Come on. Good to go so far.
All right, so we're gonna move on to the Storm Raven. It's got a twin-link glass cannon that's in range. That hits. It's gonna wound on a 3. It does not wound. It's a 2. I'm gonna let loose with 2 missiles. 2 hits. No wounds.
Wow.
All right. So it looks like we're not going to be able to get this objective. Let's keep going. If we can kill him, he's a critical objective that could tip the scales. So we're going to fire 2 twin-link glass cannons from our Storm Eagle. So it's cocked. We're going to re-roll it. So 1 hit. Oh, twin-link though. So 1 hit. Wounds on a 3. 1 save.
All right, this is the save. 3-up save. He makes it.
He makes it. Missiles, unfortunately, are not powerful enough to hurt it. I think that's all we've got that could actually hurt that in the shooting phase. All right, we're going to have to look and see where else we might be able to pull something off from. All right, so since we didn't manage to kill off Angrath over there, we've got to try and get somebody off an objective on this side of the table. So we're going to start off with our Reaver Titan, trying to light these guys up. I'm going to fire the missile on from the top. So that's going to hit right here. So we're going to keep the templates here. We've got 5. Roll to see which of these blast markers get affected. So blast marker 1 is this one. So we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys under this blast marker. So we have 9 so far. You got that? Thank you. Then under blast marker 2, we've got nothing. Under blast marker 3 is our center one. We're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then under blast marker 5, we've got 3 of those. We're going to get 3 hits on the Demon Prince and 3 hits each on guys. So we're going to have 9 more hits on the regular unit. All right, so we got 23 rolls, 2s to wound here against the zombie unit. We've got quite a few misses. Or you want to come on in here, you've got some cover saves, but no feel, no pain, because it is strength 7.
Yep.
Until you get the typhus, it looks like.
That's right.
See, I'm
Typhus will change the math a little bit. It looks like you got maybe 6 before you get to Typhus.
6 before typhus, so it's just 6 4-ups.
Yeah.
So we'll fail 3 of those.
Okay, so 3 more.
Okay, so 3 more. Okay, and we'll take 2 more.
Okay.
And 1 more. Okay, now all the zombies in front
Now
of
you're on Typhus.
Typhus are dead, so Typhus has got a 2-up save. 2-up save. Feel no pain.
Feel no pain against it.
He's okay. 2-up save. 2-up save. 2-up save. 2-up save. 2-up save.
All right.
Typhus is okay.
Yep. Now we've got 3 hits on the Demon Prince. Wounding on 2s. So we got 3 wounds on the Demon Prince.
Take those 2 on the Demon Prince.
Yeah.
Jinking for a 4. He's going to take 2. I think that'll finish him off.
I believe so.
Just wounded from 4.
All right, so we got our triple turbo laser destructor here. So the first one is a hit. So we just looked at this, it's gonna be 6 guys. Second one, ooh, it's a big scatter. That's 8 inches back towards my own guys. Need a tape measure. All right, so we got a 10-inch scatter here. So this bad boy is gonna come back here and collect one of my Chimera potentially. And the third one, he's gonna do exactly the same thing. It's coming back to collect my Chimera. All right, so we've got 1 strength D hit that hits 6 models up here. So we're gonna resolve that first. So in there, we've got a whole bunch, none of which ignore cover.
All right, but all of which will instant death everybody in there. So look out, sir, from Typhus. Look out, sir. Goes off and 4-up save. Look out, sir. Goes off and 4-up save. Lose a zombie. Look out, sir. Goes off. And
So I got sorcerers next time.
yep, and he will die. So then we've got look out, sir. Fails, and Typhus has a 5+ invul.
Or 4+.
He die. Oh, 4+ cover. He'll bite it as well. And then we just have some zombies who one will die. Okay, so this Reaver Titan was nice enough to put two D templates on this Chimera, so I'm going to resolve those right now. Double ones, so he's going to be fine.
Well, so we may have hit ourselves twice, but at least we didn't hurt ourselves. All right, so we've got a volcano cannon to shoot. Well, not a volcano cannon, a melta cannon, rather. We're going to target this one lone zombie that we can see, try and pick off the rest of the squad. So let's see if we can be a little more accurate with this. We sure can, even though it's a big number. So we're going to get 6 guys into this template. Be wounded on 2s. We're still going to have that 4-up save. So looks like 5 4-up saves.
5 4-ups. That's what everybody has. So we will take 2.
Still holding down the objective. All right, well, since we didn't manage to get it all killed, I kept a backup plan just in case. I've got a unit that I can run to get to the objective to contest it, which will let me win 5 to 4, but I need to make a 4-inch run roll. There we go, there's the 4 we needed.
Okay, so we're back in combat with the Warhound Titan. Bellacor's up first. Mastercrafted. 5 hits. We're looking at Armor Bane. So 7 plus 6 is not going to get it done. We've got attack number 2. 7 plus 7 is a glance. Okay, and attack number 3. 7 plus 7 is a glance. Attack number 4. 7 plus 7 is a glance.
We got 1 hull point left,
And
Horton.
attack number 5, that is nothing. However, we still got that chain fist.
Oh, it's all down to this one guy. Can he
So,
get it done?
2 attacks from the chain fist. Hits on 3s, 2 hits.
Man,
Armor Bane, a 7
10,
for a pin. That's just a
enough.
glance, right? It's armor 14 in the front.
but you're 8.
Yeah, you did it.
That's right.
You did it.
That'll do it.
So now we need to find out what kind of explosion happens.
What kind of explosion is it?
That's right.
It's a 4.
It's a 4 on the chart. All right.
Okay, so the Warhound bit the dust. We're going to scatter the explosion. It's going to go 7 inches this way. Like this.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to hit anything that's critical to the game.
So, as the dust settles on the battlefield, the forces of Khorne lay depleted, but they have reaped a bloody toll on the defenders of the Imperial. Will it be enough to secure them a victory? Find out soon. Oh man.
Did you have fun, Horton?
We just played 40K for 12 hours.
We did.
How could I not?
It was a heck of a... We had a lot of help. We had some friends here today with us. We had Johnny Rock, we had Tim, we had Matthew, and of course we've got Rob and Kenny here in the shop as well.
Oh yeah, I think we had 10 sets of hands here.
Yes.
Going crazy.
It helped us.
Yeah, we couldn't have done it by ourselves. We'd still be in turn.
Yeah. We got through 5 turns, which was what we had planned originally to get. It was a very, very close game.
It was.
It was. We managed to kill off a couple of the critical units, as you saw.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't quite get Angrath, came close.
I came
But then
close.
that one
He endured.
He did. And you managed to pick up the big building. The Angrath came over and he was not happy with that building.
Good job. He got it. I was pumped up about that.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive. So it was close, that one last run.
I know. Those guardsmen just hustling down the street, getting there.
Got it 5 to 4, so that was a pretty good game.
Yeah, but 5 to 4, that's great.
Absolutely, and the mission was, we got that right.
Mission, epic. Drago coming out, in the house.
That's crazy.
No,
we talked about how unlikely it was,
but
and then we managed to
there he
pull
was.
off.
Woohoo!
He was huge because he held down the middle for me.
He held
He
the
said
center.
you were going to have it, and swung the game.
Yeah.
And ended up probably being the most important model in the game.
Oh, it was.
Because he took the whole middle and then
Took the whole
switched
middle.
it. Otherwise, it would have been
Yeah, it would have been a chaos victory.
5-4 for chaos.
But not with Drago.
No, Drago says no.
Drago says no. So, overall, awesome time. My best experience with Apocalypse. And I'm really trying.
Absolutely. We've played quite a few
So,
games in the
yeah.
past in different ways, but this was by far the best thing we've done.
Oh, for sure.
I look forward to doing it again. We'll try and tweak some other kind of scenarios, see if we can't maybe find a way to squeeze a 4th or 5th table into it.
5th table.
We've got enough points to add, I don't know, probably another 20,000 total.
At least, right?
We'll just need 2 days for that one.
Yeah, 40K of 40K. We'll see.
There you go. A 40K aside.
Ooh,
A 40K.
yes. 40K.
I like that better.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Jordan.
Thank
It
you,
was a lot of
BJ.
fun.
Great game.
Appreciate it.